Let me ask you something important. Do you have garlic in your kitchen right now? If you're like most people, the answer is yes. Garlic has been part of our meals for generations, but it's much more than a flavor enhancer. Today we understand through clinical research that garlic may help lower blood pressure, support heart health, boost the immune system, and improve circulation. There's even evidence suggesting protective effects against certain cancers. But here's the concern. Many people are unknowingly using garlic in ways that deactivate its most powerful healing compounds. Cooking it too long, storing it incorrectly, or consuming it without proper preparation can significantly reduce its benefits. You might believe you're helping your health, when in fact, you may be missing out on what garlic truly offers. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 10 most common mistakes people make with garlic, and more importantly, how to correct them based on real science, not myths. So stay with me. This could change how you use one of the most potent foods in your kitchen. Grab a pen, take notes, and let's make sure every clove of garlic you eat is truly working as medicine for your body. Mistake number 1, overcooking garlic. There's a popular saying among chefs, burnt garlic is lost garlic. But from a medical perspective, it's even worse. Overcooked garlic is powerless garlic. Garlic's main healing compound is called allicin, a natural sulfur-based molecule that only forms when garlic is chopped, crushed, or minced. Once the clove is broken, an enzyme reaction starts, converting compounds called alliin and alliinase into allicin. But this reaction takes time. And here's the critical point. Heat destroys it, especially if garlic is cooked above 140 degrees Fahrenheit and 60 degrees before allicin fully forms. That's the mistake. Many people saute garlic right at the beginning of cooking, letting it fry for 10 or even 15 minutes. By the time the dish is ready, the allicin is long gone, and with it, most of garlic's heart and immune-supporting power. So what's the fix? Simple. After chopping, let garlic rest for 10 full minutes before cooking. Then, if you need to heat it, use low to medium heat and cook it only briefly, just until it becomes fragrant. Even better, use it raw in dips, salad dressings, or mix into plain yogurt with herbs. That's when garlic does its best work. If you treat garlic like a medicine, which it is, then timing and temperature matter. Don't rush the process. Let the garlic breathe, and it will reward your body. Mistake number 2, swallowing whole garlic cloves. This next mistake is incredibly common and completely understandable. Many people think that swallowing garlic whole is a quick, easy way to get the benefits without the strong taste or smell. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Here's why. Allicin, the compound that gives garlic its strength, only forms when garlic is broken open. When you chop or crush a clove, you trigger the chemical reaction that produces allicin. But if you swallow the clove whole, the garlic stays intact. The enzymes never interact. As a result, no allicin is created, and most of the medicinal benefit is lost. It's like swallowing a vitamin without ever opening the capsule. The power remains locked inside. Even worse, whole cloves are hard to digest. Many people report stomach discomfort, bloating, or nausea because their digestive system struggles to break them down. So what should you do instead? Always chop, crush, or mince your garlic first. Then let it sit for 10 minutes before eating. This resting period gives the enzymes time to activate allicin properly, and if you're sensitive to raw garlic's strong flavor, try mixing it into lemon juice, olive oil, or yogurt. These ingredients help mellow the taste without destroying the healing compounds. Mistake number 3, using pre-peeled garlic. In a world where time-saving solutions are everywhere, pre-peeled garlic often seems like a smart, no-hassle choice. You skip the peeling, avoid the mess, and the cloves are ready to use straight from the pack. But while it may be convenient, this one shortcut can quietly rob garlic of nearly everything that makes it a natural medicine. What many people don't realize is that garlic's papery skin does more than protect your fingers. It protects the garlic itself. This thin layer shields each clove from air, moisture, and bacteria. Once it's removed, garlic becomes exposed to oxygen and begins to break down. And when that happens, it starts losing allicin, the sulfur-based compound responsible for garlic's antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and cardiovascular benefits. Scientific studies confirm that once garlic is peeled, its allicin content degrades rapidly. In pre-peeled packs, especially those that have been stored for days or even weeks, allicin levels may be significantly reduced by the time the garlic reaches your kitchen. The result? Less health benefit and less impact on the body. But that's not the only risk. Without its protective skin, garlic is more prone to spoilage and contamination. It can sprout, develop off smells, or, even more seriously, grow harmful bacteria like Clostridium botulinum if stored in airtight containers or oil without proper refrigeration. And let's talk flavor. Fresh garlic delivers that unmistakable pungency and bold aroma that can transform a meal. But pre-peeled garlic exposed to air quickly becomes flat, dull, or even slightly sour, leaving your food tasting lifeless. The solution is simple and worth the extra seconds. Buy whole garlic bulbs with tight, dry skin. Peel only what you need when you're ready to cook. If you want to save time during the week, chop a few cloves and store them in a sealed glass jar with olive oil, but only for up to 3 days in the fridge. This way, you retain both flavor and function. Mistake number 4: storing garlic the wrong way. Garlic may seem like a hearty ingredient. After all, it sits out on counters for weeks without showing obvious signs of spoilage. But in truth, garlic is a sensitive plant, and storing it incorrectly can quietly drain it of both flavor and medicinal value. One of the most common storage mistakes: putting whole garlic bulbs in the refrigerator. The fridge may seem like a good idea, especially if you're trying to prevent spoilage, but the cold, damp environment actually encourages sprouting and mold growth. Once garlic begins to sprout, it's not just a cosmetic issue, it's a sign that the clove is losing allicin, and with it, much of its immune-supporting and anti-inflammatory strength. Another major misstep is storing garlic in airtight plastic containers. Garlic needs airflow. Without it, cloves become soft, bitter, and far more likely to rot. So what's the best method? Store whole bulbs in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated place, like a pantry or cupboard. Use a mesh or paper bag, or even an open basket. Under proper conditions, garlic can remain fresh and potent for up to 6 to 8 weeks. Once peeled, garlic becomes more fragile. Whole peeled cloves should be kept in the fridge in a sealed glass container and used within 7 to 10 days. For chopped or minced garlic, aim to use it within 48 hours. After that, the allicin starts to break down quickly, reducing the health benefits you're counting on. Garlic isn't just a kitchen staple, it's a daily tool for better health. But like any tool, it only works if you take care of it. Proper storage helps preserve everything that makes garlic truly powerful. Mistake number 5: eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. Garlic is widely known for its incredible healing properties, supporting heart health, reducing inflammation, and strengthening immunity. But one surprisingly common mistake is eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. While it may seem like a healthy habit, it can actually lead to serious digestive distress. The main problem lies in garlic's sulfur compounds, especially allicin. Though powerful, these compounds are also extremely irritating to the stomach lining when consumed without food. On an empty stomach, the digestive tract is more vulnerable, and garlic can trigger symptoms like burning, cramping, nausea, or bloating. For individuals with gastritis, ulcers, or acid reflux, this mistake can worsen existing conditions and, in some cases, lead to emergency medical situations. Clinical evidence supports this risk. A study conducted at Sioux National University tracked 89 ulcer patients who consumed raw garlic. Nearly half experienced internal bleeding, and 18% required hospitalization. In real-life cases, patients eating multiple raw cloves daily have reported severe abdominal pain, vomiting blood, and even ulcer perforation. People with inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's or colitis should be especially cautious, as raw garlic may trigger intense flare-ups. Thankfully, the solution is simple and doesn't require giving up garlic. Always eat it with food, preferably something gentle like yogurt, oatmeal, or milk to buffer its intensity. Light cooking can reduce garlic's harshness by up to 60% while retaining most health benefits. For sensitive individuals, aged garlic extract offers a gentler alternative. Garlic is still a superfood, just be sure to use it wisely. Mistake number 6, ignoring garlic's drug interactions. While garlic is widely celebrated for its health benefits, it's easy to forget that this humble bulb is a biologically active compound. That means it can interact with medications, sometimes dangerously. One of the most overlooked mistakes is failing to consider how garlic may affect prescription drugs for blood thinning, blood pressure, or blood sugar. Garlic naturally thins the blood, which helps reduce the risk of clots. But when combined with medications like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, this effect can become too strong. Even small cuts, dental procedures, or minor injuries can lead to excessive bleeding or bruising. Doctors have reported cases of patients experiencing internal bleeding after combining garlic supplements with blood thinners. Another risk involves blood pressure medications. Garlic helps lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels. When added to existing medication regimens, it can cause blood pressure to drop too low, resulting in dizziness, fainting, or extreme fatigue. The same goes for diabetes management. Garlic improves insulin sensitivity, which is beneficial, but when taken alongside glucose-lowering medications, it can cause blood sugar to fall dangerously low, leading to confusion, shakiness, or fainting spells. These interactions are well documented in both medical studies and real-life case reports. Often, patients were unaware of the risks and simply wanted to boost their health. But in doing so, especially with garlic supplements or raw garlic in large amounts, they unknowingly created dangerous overlaps with their medication. To stay safe, always consult your healthcare provider before adding garlic supplements to your routine if you're on prescription drugs for blood thinning, hypertension, or diabetes. Culinary use in cooking is generally safe, but concentrated doses require caution. Garlic is powerful. Respecting that power is the key to using it wisely. Mistake number 7. Consuming garlic before surgery. Garlic is widely known for its incredible health benefits, especially its ability to support heart health and improve circulation. But what many people don't realize is that this very strength can turn into a serious risk when surgery is involved. Garlic's natural compounds, particularly allicin, thin the blood and can interfere with your body's ability to form clots. That's great for preventing heart attacks, but it becomes dangerous in a surgical setting where bleeding must be controlled. Eating garlic just days before a procedure, even something minor like dental work or a biopsy, can significantly increase your risk of uncontrolled bleeding. The danger is even higher if you're also taking blood thinners like aspirin, fish oil, or vitamin E. Combined, these compounds can dramatically slow clotting time and make it difficult for doctors to stop bleeding during surgery. Research confirms this. A review published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that nearly 9% of unexpected surgical bleeding cases were linked to garlic consumed within the week prior. Patients who ate more than 2 cloves daily experience clotting delays up to 250% longer than normal. One case even turned a routine dental extraction into a near emergency due to uncontrollable bleeding. That's why doctors strongly recommend stopping all garlic consumption, raw, cooked, or in supplements, at least 10 days before any procedure. Always inform your doctor, even if the surgery seems minor. Garlic is powerful medicine, and when it comes to surgery, respecting that power is not optional. It could save your life. Mistake number 8. Failing to wash garlic. At first glance, garlic appears clean. Its papery layers make it seem naturally protected. Because of that, many people skip washing it entirely. Yet beneath that protective skin, dirt, bacteria, and even pesticide residue may cling to the outermost layers. Skipping the wash step can allow dangerous microorganisms to migrate from the surface to your plate. Though you don't eat the peel, every time you handle unwashed cloves, particles on the surface may transfer to your knife, your cutting board, and finally into the garlic you actually consume. That's how microbes such as E. coli or Listeria can slip into meals undetected. Garlic is often grown in damp soil, which means fungal spores may also be present. While many are harmless, some molds produce mycotoxins, substances known to weaken the immune system over time, which is particularly concerning for seniors or people with chronic digestive issues. Fortunately, this risk is easy to mitigate. Before peeling, run each clove under clean water, gently brushing away stubborn debris with a soft vegetable brush if necessary. If you purchase bulbs in bulk, wash them before storage and dry them thoroughly to prevent mold from taking hold. Contrary to what some may fear, washing garlic does not strip its nutrients or reduce its healing compounds. Instead, proper washing ensures that what remains inside the clove, the beneficial compounds like allicin, can work without interference. A simple rinse is a small step that protects your gut, enhances flavor, and ensures that every clove you eat is as clean and effective as nature intended. Mistake number 9. Not letting garlic rest after chopping. It may seem like a small detail, but skipping the resting time after chopping garlic can dramatically reduce its health benefits. Most people chop, crush, or mince garlic and immediately throw it into a hot pan, thinking they're adding both flavor and wellness to their meal. But in doing so, they unknowingly destroy one of garlic's most potent compounds, allicin. Allicin is the sulfur-based compound responsible for garlic's strong aroma and powerful medicinal effects, such as reducing inflammation, boosting immunity, and lowering blood pressure. However, allicin isn't naturally present in an unbroken garlic clove. It only forms when the clove is physically damaged, allowing the enzyme allinase to convert alliin into allicin. This biochemical reaction doesn't happen instantly. It needs about 10 minutes to fully activate. If garlic is exposed to heat too quickly, the enzymes responsible for creating allicin are deactivated before the compound can form. As a result, you may enjoy the flavor but miss out on the therapeutic value. That's why allowing chopped garlic to rest before cooking is critical. The fix is easy. Crush or chop the garlic first when preparing a meal. Let it sit while you continue cooking, then add it at the final stage if applying heat. This resting time allows allicin to fully develop, turning ordinary garlic into a functional food. Even when consuming garlic raw, such as in dips or dressings, letting it rest enhances its potency. A few extra minutes of patience can transform garlic from seasoning to superfood. Mistake number 10. Choosing low-quality garlic. No matter how carefully you prepare garlic, if the quality is poor to begin with, the benefits will fall short. One of the most overlooked yet impactful mistakes people make is selecting old or low-grade garlic. While garlic may look durable, its therapeutic potential declines sharply with age and improper handling. Fresh, high-quality garlic bulbs are firm, dense, and tightly wrapped in dry, papery skin. These signs indicate a clove rich in sulfur compounds, particularly allicin. When garlic starts to sprout, soften, shrivel, or grow mold, its active compounds have already begun breaking down. Not only does this reduce flavor and nutritional value, but deteriorating garlic can harbor harmful toxins that may irritate the gut, especially for older adults or those with digestive sensitivities. Mass-produced garlic shipped long distances is also less likely to retain its full potency. It may have been harvested weeks ago and stored under poor conditions, allowing it to degrade before it ever reaches your kitchen. To avoid this, choose garlic that feels heavy in your hand and has no signs of sprouting or mold. Avoid soft or rubbery cloves. When possible, shop at farmers markets or stores with high product turnover for maximum freshness. Just like you wouldn't take expired medicine, don't settle for expired garlic. Freshness isn't just about flavor, it's the foundation of garlic's healing power. Garlic truly is one of nature's most remarkable healing tools. From strengthening your heart and lowering blood pressure to fighting infections and supporting your immune system, it offers benefits that few foods can match. But as we've explored, these powerful effects come with one important condition: garlic must be handled correctly. Simple mistakes like overcooking, swallowing whole cloves, using low-quality bulbs, or consuming garlic too close to surgery don't just reduce its effectiveness. In some cases, they can pose real health risks, especially for seniors managing multiple medications or chronic conditions. The good news is that every mistake we covered has a clear, simple solution. By giving garlic time to rest after chopping, storing it properly, eating it with food, and knowing when to pause its use, you can enjoy garlic's full medicinal potential, safely and effectively. Now I'd love to hear from you. How do you typically consume garlic? Raw, cooked, or in supplements? Which mistake are you going to stop making today? Leave a comment below and help inspire others in our community. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Senior Health Guard, and share it with someone you care about. And don't miss our next video. Aged versus fresh garlic. What's better for seniors?